The 2016 Holiday Hoops Given broadcast are sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Nike, just do it. Assistant Basketball Coach app, your source for basketball training. And Audi, advancement through technology.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
Fisher got a different number. Welcome to Holiday Hoops Giving. Here we have Oldsmar Christian taking on Covenant Christian. Big time game tonight. You're going to see a bunch of big time posts. You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing Chris Ogbu, the big man from Nigeria for Covenant Christian, taking on the exciting point guard, exciting guard Elijah Weaver.
Well, we saw Oldsmar Christian yesterday, our first look at Covenant Christian, but I know with any Freddie Anderson coach team, the toughness is going to be there. They're going to play hard on top of using the athletic tools at their disposal. So this should be a fun one.
All right, Weaver will have the ball. Weaver crossing it over. Weaver turns it over. Nice lay-in to convert. Cameron Enos will start the game off for two.
Cameron Enos for two for the Crusaders.
Elijah Weaver had 37, if I'm not right. If I'm not mistaken, he had 37 yesterday.
You are not mistaken at all.
Fisher from the outside. Fisher has a new jersey on. He was 23 yesterday. Now he's 4. At least I think Fisher was 23. I could be wrong. It'll get the roll and fall on in.
So we didn't get to see him play a ton with all those foul calls against Oldsmar Christian.
My goodness, it was a lot of fouls yesterday. Inside the Ogbo.
Tell you what, Oldsmar Christian, with them having Fisher, the Stephen F. Austin commit, as well as Michael Durr, they've got plenty of size. And I think it's going to be needed to contend with Ogbo in there.
I'm telling you, Ogbo, he's a grown man down there. Look at him. Look at the power.
Hey, move it around. Let's go.
I see Ogbo. Maybe it's just a football guy in me, but he looks like he should be a defensive end somewhere, man, or a tight end. Look at that. Power. Grab the rebound. They'll throw it back out. They'll move it up top. Going to the basket hard. Lay in, no good. Brought down by Fisher. They're pushing it up court. Shakur. He'll send it over to Weaver. Weaver going to the basket. Weaver with the easy lay in for two.
That play right there is just a prime example of how sometimes less is more. Nothing fancy, Sly. Just good body control. Stopped on the dime and took advantage of the lane.
Oh! The finish by Ogbo.
Boxing out is a must in any game. That young man's on the floor. It's even more pertinent. It's going to be hard to finish through that contact, Sly.
I'm telling you, Shakur, that's a big man to try to go through. Layup was good by Cameron Enos.
Cameron Enos for 2.
Yes, I'm sure Akil Shakur would agree with your assessment when it comes to challenging Ogbu.
46 left in the first.
You definitely don't want to go through that, man. We got a timeout here with 5 minutes, 46 seconds to go here on the SUVtv network. Works it back to Shakur, over to Weaver. Weaver throws it back across to Smith. Smith launches. Ooh, Smith just hits the backboard. Rebound brought down in the open court. Ooh, hard. Both teams going for the ball. Good play, good aggressive play early in the game.
Good way to jump up, Ennis. That's the way to take it like a man. Shake it off.
There you go. You hear Coach. Take it like a man. Shake it off. Rub some dirt on it. Let's keep going.
Come on.
Again, talk about the just that element of toughness that you find in all of his teams. And when it's a play like that, regardless of who you're rooting for or what affiliation you have with the event, you just hope that that player pops up and that is nothing serious.
There you go. He popped up.
Because when you're airborne, man, you really kind of have no control how you land. It is a very long second or two until you make contact with the ground.
You're right. It is a long second till you fall down. Here we go. Enos missed the first one. He's solid on the second one. 9-2, 9-2. Covenant jumped out to the early lead. Send it across court to Smith. Over to Shakur, back to Weaver. Weaver behind the back. Weaver kicks it out. Jumper. Ooh, hard off the backboard.
If I'm Coach Bianchi, we have to do something to address these leak outs by Covenant. You know, Ennis is getting behind them with a little bit of regularity here early on.
I'm telling you, Ennis is running the court, running it fast and furious. Fisher with the rebound and Fisher with the putback.
That's the second time you saw Shakur challenge Ogbu inside. He didn't get the initial goal, but nice job of just getting it up on the glass, letting Fisher do the rest.
Nice spin move in and out. Santiago Bellassar. Weaver's so nice with his dribble. Oh, my goodness, Weaver makes that look so easy.
A nice move off the dribble, but then also the footwork to avoid Ogbu there on the lay-in.
Jumper no good. Got a foul. We'll stay down here.
Tavian Percy in for the Eagles.
Tavian Percy will come in the game. Got a jump ball, tied up. Possession hour will stay down here. It'll be Covenant Christian ball.
Javier, go up with the ball.
Another substitution, DJ Mitchell coming in the game, getting Jakeem Smith. Jumper from the wing, no good. Agbu over the back, no call.
No call to be made there. Over the back is a tough one. So sometimes it's just a matter of a guy that was behind the other guy making a better effort to get to the ball.
Nice block on the play.
Like the no call there, man. Seeing a lot of good rebounds taken away from a bad over the back.
Oh, almost got a follow. And they keep leaking out once again. Nice pop. Nice stop on the play by Santiago Bellassar. Weaver weaves his way in, passes it. Nice pass.
Elijah Weaver, that last name indicative of how he's been able to get through defenses here at Holiday Hoops Giving.
don't have number 15's name. He's not in the scorebook, not in my scorebook. But he's been active, had him a nice block shot earlier, missed the dunk, but he has 2 points on the night. My Oldsmar fam out there, come on, somebody tweet me. Tell me who number 15 is. I know you guys are listening. Tweet us at SUVtv, or you can tweet me at Slider Sports Guy. Somebody let me know. Here we go, scramble for the ball. Covenant Christian will have it. Now Oldsmar will have it. Weaver, the fake behind the back. Weaver up and under, no good. Ugbu gets the rebound. Nice behind the back dribble by Benitez. Benitez out of control, and we'll go the other way. Offensive foul on Benitez. Jose Benitez, one of the Benitez brothers from the Dominican Republic. They'll get it to the baseline. Nice post move up underneath. Alex O'Gwen, I'm sorry, we had him in the book, but we had Alex listed as number 13, but he's actually number 15 tonight. Alex O'Gwen. Nice lay-in. DJ Mitchell for 2.
Those Alex O'Gwen and DJ Mitchell substitutions bearing some fruit, but again,
Cameron Ennis comes right back at him.
not accounting for him.
And we got a foul on the play. I'm telling you, we're moving fast and furious down here, back and forth, back and forth. Every time I turn around, Cameron Ennis is in the open court for an easy layup. Maybe Cameron Ennis will try to get up there and dunk one of those. Give me something to scream about.
And Ennis might be saying, did you see what happened a couple minutes ago when I went up to dunk it? I mean, I pop back up, but I'll go ahead and take these layups with a little bit less risk. And appreciate the heads-up play. Christine Horn's been tuning in to SUVtv here over the past couple of days. She had our back in terms of Alex O'Gwen being number 15.
Thank you, Christine. I know somebody from my Oldsmar fam would come and get me.
Wonder what Christine thought of the officiating in yesterday's game. We say that tongue-in-cheek.
Christine probably wasn't too happy with the officiating.
Not at all. And she let us know, and we were kind of in agreement on that one. But I think for Oldsmar, Slide, those type of wins, they have value over the course of a season.
Got a call, holding call on number 20. Morris Williams, they got a penalty. Oldsmar will take it out on the baseline. Covenant, I know I have some of my Covenant Christian fam out there listening to the game too. Come on, tweet us. Let us know you're watching. Tweet us at SUVtv, or you can tweet me at Slider Sports Guy, or better yet, just click the subscribe button. Subscribe to SUVtv. Rebound came off the rim. Promise Igbanu grabs the board.
Hey, go on. Pull it out. Go on.
Benitez will set up the offense. Benitez over to Williams. Back over to Williams, back to Benitez. Trying to get it inside to Ogbu. Ogbu is patient, waits on it. No good, but he'll go to the line and he'll shoot 2.
Like a combination of things there on that possession, not just the patience there and not forcing it when the angles weren't there, but really sticking with it and rewarding the big fella for his work there on the block.
There you go, and you got to listen to Coach. Coach just said, hey, you got to go up there and dunk that big fella. Ooh, hits the front of the rim, rolls around, and then it manages to roll all the way out. Ogbu has not committed yet. Not quite sure where the big man's going to go. I'm pretty sure he can go wherever he wants to.
Wherever they go, a robust meal plan needs to be in order.
Make sure he has double helpings on the meal plan. All right, ball's out of bounds. It'll be Oldsmar ball. Oldsmar wearing the black, just in case I didn't tell you guys. Oldsmar's in black with the red. Ooh, got away with a carry. Rebound by Durr. No, I'm sorry, that's Fisher. Stephon Fisher working on the inside.
Future lumberjack.
We hadn't seen Durr yet. Is Durr hurt?
I was just gonna wait for a convenient time to bring that up, Sly. I don't see him there on the Oldsmar bench. So that is a good question.
Promise lays it in for 2. Oh, nice backdoor cut. Oh, I think they called a foul away from the ball, but that was a beautiful backdoor cut by DJ Mitchell.
Couldn't tell if it was a foul or if he just stepped.
Oh,
He stepped out of bounds there along that baseline, I believe.
15 seconds. 15, keep it moving.
That's too low for the big man. Oh, nice block.
Agreed. Too low, so why was he falling away there? He's got too much strength.
He's got too much strength to ever fall away from the basket.
And O'Gwen able to use that length to block the shot.
Well, here we go. At the end of 1, the score, 15-17, 15-17. Covenant Christian on top.
Powered by AssistantBasketballCoach.com.
All right, welcome back, welcome back. We're here at Holy Innocents Episcopal School. You know, Marcus, on that inbounds play, they used the stack. Everybody has all these fancy offenses and fancy inbound plays, but when the last time you seen a stack?
Good old stack.
Good old stack.
Trying to think of what game we were at over the course of the past week where they ran a set where everybody lined up in the corner. It was Gainesville versus Langston Hughes, and all 5 players bunched up in the corner. But when you looked at all the activity, they ended up getting a wide open three-pointer in that very corner with a player that moved maybe 2 feet and had a wide open look. So a little confusion there on that play. One of those plays that probably only works 1 every 5 games, but it can be used.
My goodness. Reminds me of a play I saw on YouTube one time. They were inbounding the ball along the baseline, and then a guy got on his knees, came out of bounds, got on his knees, and started barking. And everybody looked at the guy barking, and then they inbounded to the other guy, and he hit the wide open jumper.
Wow. You bet.
Nice throw to Hal. Enos was listening to me. I told him he needed to dunk, and he went on there and threw that one down for me.
Back to that play about the guy getting on all fours barking. I hope the points were worth it. I don't know if that's worth it. If we win by more than 2 points, Sly, I mean, I don't know if that was worth it, man.
Fisher hits the elbow jumper. The big man shows he has a little bit mid-range.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Look.
Back there, nice spin move.
Guys, he hit him. Come on, that's a foul.
Coach Anderson lobbying for a foul there, but again, Agbu has to finish that one.
And, you know, that's the one thing I don't like about a guy. When a guy is too big, a lot of the refs will be like, well, he's big. I don't need to call that foul because he's a big guy. But, hey, he got hit too. The big man got to get the foul.
I agree. They shouldn't be able to just get murdered down there, no foul. But that should be a finish. That's the second straight time we've seen O'Gwen just kind of putting out an arm on a last-ditch effort. You know, he's under the rim.
Mhm.
You know, so Ogbu's got to put him in the rim there when he gets it that deep. But you can even look at how Coach Anderson is talking to him. That's the expectation because he's shown that ability.
Promise will come up short. Nice lay-in by Smith.
Jackie Smith
Run
for
finish the
two.
ball.
For the
Move it around. Jumper. 3-ball knocks it in. Cameron Ennis.
Putting together a nice first half here.
Nice lay-in by Jakeem.
Some of the programs you see there courtside. Got Tennessee in the house, Pitt still here, Wake Forest, Auburn, just to name a few.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
I think they need to go and buy
It's a foul, ref.
Bruce Pearl a house in Atlanta, man. He's been here all weekend.
Too late, bro.
The thing about Pearl came here at the second game and yesterday and didn't leave.
That type of talent. And Josh Pastner, his house already here in Atlanta, obviously, with him being his first year there as head coach of Georgia Tech. But
Yesterday I said we need to go down to the Thriller Dome. I was corrected about 4 or 5 times. And the Thriller Dome does not exist anymore.
oh yeah, McCamish Pavilion, too nice of a facility for them to let the Thriller Dome be mentioned as the venue.
So we put a whole lot of money into that thing.
It's actually going to serve as, the Atlanta Dream are playing there. I don't think the Hawks are playing any games there while Phillips undergoes some renovations, but McCamish is a nice facility.
You know, that reminds me for you Atlanta people listening, the Atlanta folk listening, when they built Phillips Arena, the Hawks played all their games at the old Thriller Dome. That was the old Georgia Tech. That's nice lay-in. Belakazar lays it in for 2, but the Hawks played all their games at the old 3-ball. DJ Mitchell, I can't even tell my stories, man. They're scoring too much. Timeout. Score 25-24.
Assistant basketball coach at replay, DJ Mitchell. He's got offers from Penn State, Florida Gulf Coast, St. Joe's, and Rhode Island. Plenty more to come. Talented guard there for Oldsmar.
You know,
can't play no game with it. Can't play no games with it. Can't play no games with it. Can't play no games with it. I swear. Can't play no games with it. Can't play no game with it. Can't play no games with it. Can't play no games with it. Can't play no games with it. I swear. Can't play no games with it.
51.
Close game here, Sly. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the first half.
stop, shoot it, no good. Rebound brought down, nice block. He'll follow his own shot. Yeah,
Fisher
says
twin,
get that.
twin smacks.
And they stuck with it. Cameron Enos. Marcus, I'm going to admit, I didn't know much about Cameron Enos coming into this, but I think I'm going to have to learn his name.
That's the thing about Covenant Christian. They'll always have a guy or two that people have heard of, but then you're always going to find one or two players that are able to take advantage of that exposure here on the squad. They do it year in, year out.
Shakira with the follow. In the corner, wide open. Got to make those count when you're that wide open.
That's why it's always worth a stop over there at Covenant Christian. They're off of Fairground in Marietta. And it's one of those gyms I like to be in. It's a small, cozy atmosphere. Good basketball always played there. Been some very good matchups there.
Covenant plays in the independent league and here in Georgia.
Hey, 51, 51.
We mentioned Phillips Arena.
51.
I'll take that wings basket from Covenant Christian over any meal that they serve at Phillips Arena.
Oh my goodness.
Oldsmar block party here over the past few possessions.
Everybody's throwing stuff away. Young man, it's another one I think we're lost on the jerseys. I think the jerseys between the promotional book and the jerseys that Oldsmar are wearing, they're a little bit different. Number 10, we don't have a name for number 10. We might have a name in the book. But my book, I don't have a name for him. All right, Oldsmar fam, we need another name. Number 10. You know what? Why am I even worried? I'll just pull up the stats from the last game.
Just trying to encourage some viewer engagement.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Robert Hardy. Free throw's good.
51. 51. Got to keep the ball moving, man. Come on.
Three ball, no good. Go back the other way. Hardy gets knocked down. They're letting them play. One thing you can say, they're not calling them both ways. Consistent. At least they're consistent. And, you know, this is the complete opposite of what Oldsmar went through yesterday. Yesterday, if Oldsmar breathes wrong, they got a foul call now.
So the official going to nullify that substitution. Wants to make sure Oldsmar follows protocol, sends that player to the X. At least in the vicinity before he checks in.
On the inside, working. Oldsmar tries to come over the top.
Morris, you got to want that rebound instead of flopping there. You got to go for those loose balls. You got to finish it. Don't worry about it.
That was just indicative of the type of coaching Anderson provides there on that sequence. You had number 20 there falling to the floor, kind of trying to sell that foul. And coach says, hey, instead of trying to sell that, I need you to go ahead and put that energy towards getting that ball next time.
There you go. You're right. If he put the same energy toward that flop as he did the rebound, they'll still be down on the other end of the court. First free throw's good by Hardy. Second one, no good.
Look what you got first. Look what you got.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the ball game.
You guys, go one. They're grabbing his jersey. Come on.
I tell you what, if you didn't know, you know now. Ugbu's a man down there. He's a grown man down there. I'm talking about he got the rebound, and he just palmed it with one hand as he tried to go back up with the other hand.
Two things have been clear here. What you just said, but also how Oldsmar has done a pretty good job of keeping him at bay. He's still making his presence felt, but he's not, you know, dominating the game like a player of his size is more than capable of doing. They've been going at him with a tandem of Stephen Fisher and O'Gwen, keeping those guys relatively fresh.
He can't hit the free throws. He's 0 for 4 from the charity stripe. You know, that's something I never understood. You know, once my son grew past 6'6", I'm going to have him at the free throw line every day of his entire life. Never understood why the big guys cannot hit free throws.
Dennis back in for the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Jose Benitez
Just something about it. I mean, at various levels, even with guys at the highest level getting paid millions to, work on every aspect of their game. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. I think sometimes maybe it's the hand size against the size of the ball. Not making an excuse, but it has to be something there because it can't be. It's not from a lack of effort. The pros put in work.
I was listening to Dwight Howard. He was on 92.9 The Game, talking on one of the little interviews, and he said, I practice every day. I'm money in practice. But in the game, I come up short. Nice follow.
Christopher Ogbo for the putback.
Then when you look at just overall how the big fellas impact the game, if contracts were being denied because of inability to make free throws, then you probably would see higher percentages.
Oh, yeah.
With guys changing, altering, blocking shots, and doing some of the other things they do, I guess that's just a con that they take along with the many pros a good big man brings. I think that's also why you're seeing some facets of the game change in terms of what your big players are able to do.
Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis, why he might not be as filled out as an Ogbu, you send him to the line, big fella's knocking both of those down with no problem.
All right, Covenant will move it around. Now they'll get it back inside, kick it out, send it back over. Trying to find Ogbu on the inside. Patience, and he puts it right in. Yes, sir. That's like money in the bank right there. You can count on it. Oh, steal. Oh, nice move underneath the basket.
Young Ennis. What year is Ennis, man? Ennis is...
He's a senior. I'll tell you what, a couple of these coaches over here, their eyes are getting big. 3 ball. DJ Mitchell knocks down the 3.
Mitchell for 3.
Keep it moving, 20 seconds, 17.
Wonder if they get Ogbu another touch before the half ends. I guess that question's answered.
Lay in, rolls out. Hardy will corral it down. Hardy throws it up. Hardy, no good. And that'll be it at the half. The score, 33-32. Covenant Christian on top of Oldsmar here at the Holiday Hoops Giving Classic.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
The 2016 Holiday Hoops Given broadcast are sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. D-Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Nike, just do it. Assistant Basketball Coach app, your source for basketball training. And Audi, advancement through technology.
It always comes a breaking point in everything that you do. But here's what the great ones do when the breaking point comes. Everybody loves the game. When it's tight, when everything is going well, you hit shots, but it gets to a certain point where it's the breaking point, meaning at a certain point, somebody is going to retreat and not want it so much, and somebody is going to say, this is why I play the game of basketball. Say for everybody.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. They told so many others the same thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play. A defining moment in your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
Usain, you're gonna be late!
No worries, Mama!
Hey, wait! You forgot your lunch! Oh, that boy.
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Whoa! Pardon. Oh, excuse me.
Yo!
Sorry about that.
Hey, boy! What's the matter with you?
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late.
Huh?
Bye. Bye-bye.
The boy score fire!
5 laps, 10 sprints.
Whoa.
Yes! Right on time. No worries.
Okay, lunchtime. Everyone outside.
Oh man, my lunch.
You're saying, right? You know, I don't think I'm gonna eat all of this. You want it? Yeah. Okay then, it's yours. If you can beat him in a race.
Race? Him?
Come on, just from here to that tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Yes! I just beat him! I win! I win!
Okay. Okay. Here's your lunch track star. You know you're good, but if you want to be great, you're gonna have to take this more seriously.
Here comes a teenage sensation, Usain Bolt, speeding down the stretch. Oh my God, look at this kid!
Usain Bolt is on his way. The other men are trying to follow as best they can. Nobody.
This youngster is absolutely incredible. Takes the lead to finish line. He's done it again. He wins again. He wins.
What's the matter, you saying?
What if I don't win?
What if you don't win? Since when did you become so serious, boy?
Don't make me go there, Mama, please.
Look at yourself, Usain. You're worried about the big race. Worried about the big crowd out there. So many worries on your mind that you forgot which shoe goes on which foot. Maybe you forgot who you are too. The boy I know has no worries. Because all worries ever do is weigh you down. Usain, you have to remember, you can always go faster when you keep it light. You see?
Okay. No worries, Mama.
Keep it light, Usain.
Will Usain Bolt strike yet again?
All right, welcome back to Holiday Hoops Giving. Close game going on 33-32. Oldsmar taking on the Covenant Christian. Oldsmar will have the ball. They'll be in the black. Covenant Christian's in the white. Elijah Weaver has the ball. Weaver's been quiet the first half, but that doesn't stop Weaver. They'll send it to Smith. Smith with the nice spin move. Smith, they'll call travel. Covenant Christian will move it up court. Send it over into the corner. Cameron Enos, get it back to Ugbo on the inside. Working hard. Call 3 seconds, or did he call 3 seconds of travel? Anyway, it's a turnover, not quite sure what he called. But it'll go the other way. They'll get it to Fisher. Fisher working on Ugbo. Fisher. Up, no good. Tipped around. It'll get back out. Weaver can't finish it. Belacazar. Belacazar ran out of options. Smith, follow. Fisher, give him two.
I think Coach Bianchi has done a good job with his substitutions in terms of working with O'Gwen and Fisher, getting those guys in and out.
Big battle going on underneath between Fisher and Ugbo. Oh, no, he missed it. He came up a little bit too short. The two big men are battling down low.
And one thing to keep an eye on is with Ogbu, you even saw it there on that last dunk attempt. It takes a toll when you've got two relatively fresh bodies coming in and guarding you. And I'm not sure he's been able to sit for a minute of game time.
No, sir. The big man has been playing all game long. Oh, in and out. That's a tough one. And you can tell as soon as you said something about being tired, he's pointing. He wasn't even looking at the ball. He's looking at Coach. Oh, nice move by Enos.
Ogbu says, Coach, I need one. and then the action came right by him. He was still standing there. He said, Coach, I don't think you understand me. I said, I need one.
The coach just looked at him and said, hey, I need one too. Keep going.
And the big fella pushing right through it. I like it.
Nice outside shot by Fisher.
I think Fisher sensing.
Coach just said, we just came out of timeout. You don't need one. Yeah, then you're going to play through this one, young man.
Fisher with the nice mid-range jumper. Still got enough juice in the tank to knock that mid-range down.
Enough juice to shoot that jumper, huh? Let's see how he does on the defensive end of the court. Nice lay-in.
It worked out. I was worried if he was maybe a little too unselfish there, but they made it happen.
Chris, front the middle. Chris, front. Let's go, Cameron.
And he is tired. This game is going way too fast for him. This game is going way too fast for the big man. You hear Coach, he said, y'all just rested halftime.
Hey, like I said, man, you're going to play ball at Covenant Christian. You're going to play tough, and you're gonna push yourself.
Free throw, no good.
I think a lot of times you see programs where there's maybe too much coddling or maybe not giving players sometimes a dose of the medicine that they need, even if it doesn't taste the best. You will not run into that problem at Covenant Christian.
No, sir, not at all. Tough love. Free throw good for Oldsmar. No, I'm sorry, not for Oldsmar. I'm confused. I'm mixed up.
Chris, front.
DJ with the layup. Oh, turnover. They'll go. Oh, Enos hustling. And he throws it down. You know, it's funny. As soon as he said he was tired, he got 2 monster dunks after he was tired.
So he's not only getting the game in.
3 ball. DJ Mitchell's heating up.
Mitchell had 9 first half points. It's his third three-pointer of the contest. But yeah, not only is Ogbu able to show what he can do in front of these coaches and this crowd, but he's getting a great conditioning piece here today too, just playing through it in a game scenario.
And Coach brings in Promise Igbadnu.
Coach Bianchi says, hats off to you, big man. You're plugging through, but I got another fresh body.
See the shooter.
3 ball. Shakur knocks down the 3.
You know, Weaver is probably the most well-known guard on this squad, but DJ Mitchell and Shakur, so good.
Charge on the baseline. Way to step up, Hardy. Robert Hardy steps up. No, that wasn't Robert Hardy. I'm sorry, Alex O'Gwen. Alex O'Gwen stepped up and took that charge on the baseline. He's rubbing his elbow. He paid for it. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your body for the team.
And what's funny about it is you hear Coach Anderson still saying, man, we just got out of halftime. We should not be tired right now. And that was halftime was a solid 6 minutes ago. Coach is saying it like it's 7 minutes left in the quarter. Coach, I guarantee midway through the fourth quarter, Coach is gonna say, man, look, halftime was just 5 minutes ago.
And Coach calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout here at Holiday Hoops Giving.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Give and go on the out-of-bounds play and the lay-in, no good. But we'll go to the line and we'll shoot.
Shout out to the Hoops column. Appreciate you tuning in here on SUVtv. And Johnny Carthens, they do great work, man. Their mixtapes and highlight reels covering various aspects of the game. A great job telling the story via video. We appreciate you guys joining us here for Holiday Hoops Giving on SUVtv.
Shooters, watch the shooters on the weak side. Shooters.
I think they call a foul underneath the basket. Foul on 15, foul on 15 on Alex O'Gwen. O'Gwen's down there working on the paint, working against a big man down there. You know, he might have a foul or two. Nice pass to Promise. Oh, packed on the backboard. Oh, he snatched that off the rim. Thinks about it, no good. Weaver will go to the line and Weaver will shoot 2. Weaver only has 4 points. It has been a quiet day for Elijah Weaver. I guess that has a lot to say about that Covenant Christian defense.
Yeah. They've done a good job defensively. And then on top of that, you know, it takes a lot of energy to make sure, you know, Ennis and company don't get behind you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Ennis had 18 first half points.
He's at 22 now.
More basketball coming up after this matchup. At 5 p.m. you'll have Norcross versus versus Westside. Norcross versus Green Forest was yesterday. You can catch that archive on SUVtv. Then we'll have Wheeler taking on Vashon. And then last but not least, Westlake.
Yeah, he's grabbing them. Fisher's grabbing the jersey. Christopher's down there trying to work on the block, and Fisher looks like a DB holding a wide receiver's jersey. dribble off his foot and we'll go the other way. DJ Mitchell playing tight defense on the play.
Shooter on the weak side. Shooter on the weak side. Chris, you got to drop. Chris, get a body.
Shakur, no good. Ugbo's dominating the boards. He had 11 rebounds in the first half alone. He's well on his way to a 20-rebound night.
I just wanted to see his list of offers and interest. Because I know for a fact, compare what he'll get after today and the coaches that you see sitting here, and you'll definitely see an increase.
If you want to find out who is interested in this kid, I suggest you take a map, put it on the wall, and throw a dart at it. Wherever it lands,
somebody's interested.
Somebody's interested.
Get on the line. Let's go, Cameron. Let's go.
First free throw is good. Matt Berry. Matt Berry knocks it down. Second free throw. Hit the front of the rim and fall on in. That's a good strong move right there. For somebody who's tired, he's working hard in the paint. 3 ball. DJ Mitchell.
4th 3 of the contest.
Weaver in the passing lane. They'll get it out the weed and count the basket. DJ Mitchell. DJ Mitchell is finding himself 10 points in the third quarter.
By the way, I didn't mention all of his offers earlier. Mentioned Penn State, Florida Gulf Coast, St. Joe's, Rhode Island. Also has offers from Kennesaw State, Kent State, Cleveland State, and interest from Louisville.
Folk at Kennesaw State right up the road. No good, it'll roll in and out. The lay-in good by Jose Benitez. No good from Elijah Weaver at the end. The score, 53-47. 53-47, Oldsmar on top.
Can't play no game with these. Can't play no games with these. Can't play no games with these. Can't play no games with these. I swear. Can't play no games with these. Can't play no game with these. Can't play no games with these. Can't play no games with these. Can't play no games with these. I swear. Can't play no games with these.
Thanks for joining us back here at Holiday Hoopsgiving. Martin Luther King Weekend 2017. You can catch the Flying to the Hoop Invitational live here on SUVtv as well. Early bird special on sale now. All 20 games. Viewing pass for $14.99.
Finger roll doesn't go. Elijah Weaver will push it the other way. Weaver will kick it off to DJ. Over to the corner. Move it to Shakur. Back to DJ. DJ. Another rebound. Send it over to the corner. Has a man wide open underneath. Couldn't get it to him. And Javier Farfan wide open underneath. 3-ball Mitchell. Another rebound.
He's looking to eat glass here. I mean, he's been rebounding all game, but
Benitez had a carry on that one. Benitez, young man from the Dominican Republic. Jose Benitez, his other brother, Luis Benitez, is also on the team. Shakur, in and out.
Alex O'Gwen in for the Eagles.
Alex O'Gwen in the game for the Oldsmar Christian Eagles. Benitez will send it over to Farfan, over to Ennis. Williams will have it. Williams tried to force feed it in, and now Williams will pick up the foul.
and that wasn't even a force where.
Go down.
That wasn't even a force to where there was a potential passing lane open and he just missed it, or just there was no room there.
No room at all. Tried to force it in there, and whenever you try to force it in, it's not going to work. Oh, nice pass. Good ball movement. Fisher will score the easy two.
Fisher for 2 for the Eagles.
Send it to Farfan. Farfan goes up. Hook shot doesn't work. Oh, call the cops. Oh, Enos almost had it.
All you had to do, Osbo, was be there. Jump up, give it away and foul. You got to look at where we are in the game. All you had to do is be there, man.
Coach Anderson expressing the sentiment of early on in this game. You saw it on a couple Shakur drives and even on some Weaver drives, even though Weaver made some good plays to avoid him. Coach Anderson telling Agbu, just focus on being there. You don't necessarily have to jump up to block the shot. He's done that the past few times, and it's put him in a position where they've gotten easy layups versus when he just stayed put and just took up space, they either had to make a high degree of difficulty shot or it was denied.
Yeah, well, you got a kid like that who's that big. Like he said, if you're just there, that's all you have to do is just be there.
Final score. Georgia Tech 28.
Final score update.
Wow.
So Georgia Tech, what was the who did they play?
Georgia. Clean, old-fashioned hate.
College football fans are saying, man, how did you not know Georgia Tech was playing Georgia today?
Hey, this is basketball time.
Plus, I'm a Purdue football fan. I clocked out.
You clocked out?
I clocked out months ago, man. But basketball-wise, we're top 25 in the country. Picked up 2 wins against some teams with some local Georgia talent on them. Purdue beat Georgia State a couple days last week, and then they beat Auburn and sharpshooter Jared Harper and those guys. I won't say that too loud with Bruce Pearl and those guys sitting across court.
For those of you all who don't understand, Marcus is from Indiana. They were just introduced to the sport of football about 2 or 3 years ago in Indiana. Why do you think SUV brings you so much basketball action in the Southeast? DJ knocks down the first free throw.
think when you look at that Oldsmar Christian guard core, Weaver not having his best game, but he's an unselfish player. He's not a me first, score first. He can go get a bucket, but he has no problem helping milk the hot hand and just get the win. And you got guys like DJ Mitchell and Shakur that can pick up the slack. Mitchell having a solid game.
Mitchell is having a solid game.
They have to do a better job of finding angles to get an entry pass into Agbu.
In the corner.
Pretty good look for Ennis, but you saw that time to where Belikazar just went to the elbow, jumped in the air, and just, I mean, you're setting yourself for the okie doke there. Luckily, he got it to Agbu, but.
You know, anytime you leave your feet, you're going to have a problem. Make sure you're either shooting it whenever you leave your feet, and it just can't roll for Covenant Christian. They're getting their point-blank range, and they just can't get it to drop. Weaver from the corner.
That's more the Elijah Weaver we know. Can't really afford to have too many empty possessions now if you're Covenant. They go to the other block for Agbu. Help over the top. Think Shakur got a piece of that.
Nice help side defense from Akil Shakur. Nice layup in transition. DJ Mitchell.
Another play made there by Weaver. He was able to pick that one up, scoop it over to Mitchell all in one motion.
Nice block by Belikazar. Belikazar got back on defense and still was hustling to pick up the block.
Coach Anderson not happy with the sticking as he's seeing from his team in terms of the ball just being stuck on the wings, just not a ton of pointless dribbling per se, but just not enough movement.
We're going to stay down here. Coach having a nice, quiet conversation with his players on the sideline. Finding Enos on the wing, and he hit him with the travel.
The Covenant guards got to do a better job of getting that entry pass in there. Like it's not, it's not every possession, but I've seen at least 4 or 5 possessions where the angles have been there to get that entry pass in there. They're just taking too long to get the big man the ball.
Exactly. Once the big man comes in there and gets his man locked down, get him the ball right there.
Yeah, and it's different if you've got other activity going on around that where you can get a bucket in this stretch, but over the past few minutes, they've really been stuck right around that 46, 47. So, I mean, if you're getting it to Ennis and he's getting going and you're finding other sources of offense, that's one thing, but it's a lot of much ado about nothing there on the perimeter as we've just seen turnovers and throwing the ball away and not really taking care of it if you're Covenant. Not characteristic of that squad or this program.
Enos will pop for 3, no good. Hard inside move. Alex O'Gwen gets back on the scorebook.
Been a good game for O'Gwen. He's just come in and has been doing what's been asked of him. guarding Ogbu, rebounding, using his length to block and change shots, and they're finishing.
And see, I like that. When he guards Ogbu, you know, he's giving up about 50 pounds at least. At least 50 pounds, and that's being generous. But he's doing a pretty tough job on the big man. You know, kids all heart. Gotta like it.
So exactly 3 minutes left on the clock. And that last game that we'll have today, it will be Westlake. They'll be taking on Green Forest.
That ought to be an exciting matchup.
Yeah.
Ohio State over Michigan in 2 overtimes.
Oh, wow.
What was that final score update, Sar?
They didn't say I didn't think they said the final score, but they said Ohio State beat Michigan in 2 overtimes.
Wow. Sounds like we missed a classic.
That might have been a classic.
Wow. We can catch that on demand. I'd much rather be here live at Hoop Giving.
I'm telling you, watching good basketball.
Coach Anderson not happy with this team. Laid into them there in that timeout. Not only do they want to try to get it done in this game, but they've always play a tough schedule. They'll play anybody.
You know, that's the only way you're going to get better. These early season tournaments like this, when you go and play, when you play a schedule of a tournament of assassins and a tournament of killers. Oh, nice block on the backboard. That's the only way you're going to get better. So by the time they get to their region, there you go. I don't know what he said to him in that timeout.
What you mean you don't know? You heard exactly what he said to him. It's some people at the concession stand upstairs. I heard exactly what Coach said to him. And like I said, I'm not saying that to criticize him. I like it. He gets the most out of his players, and his coaching style, it's bigger than just basketball.
You know, that's one thing about high school. You know, we miss the fact that we have all these superstars and these kids who, some of them may be NBA players in the next couple of years. But one thing about high school sports, man, it still is teaching life lessons, man. We're finding the range from mid-range. You know, you have coaches teaching life lessons, because you got to think, Upwood hasn't been out the game yet.
No.
He hasn't been out the game yet. And early in the third period, he was telling Coach, I'm tired. Coach, I'm tired. But Coach says, you just got out of halftime. You're not tired. And true enough, he's been in the game the whole time. The whole time.
And made plays in that stretch immediately following Coach saying, let's go. We just had a timeout.
Exactly.
Made a jumper or two, couple blocks.
Shakur. Akil Shakur, impressive game also.
Nice one, Sly.
You see the hands.
Oh, man, we're never going to live that down.
You see the hands right there. Look at the cameraman. Did they get me on there?
Oh, it was good reflexes. You were already the best thing since sliced bread athletically before we had ever saw that play per you. But now with that, we're never going to live that down.
You get to see the proof of my outstanding athletic ability.
That'll be a windmill dunk by the end of the night.
I just know how much the equipment costs. Protect the equipment at all times.
Appreciate you on that one. 15-point contest. Next matchup will be Norcross versus Westside. Norcross has Rayshawn Hammonds, 6'8" Georgia commit. Also Lance Thomas, he's 6'7", committed to play at Louisville. Solid host of other players when you look at Kyle Sturdivant, Jordan Goldwire. Two good guards for Norcross. Also Dalvin White, very good player on the West side of things. You've got Kavon Moore, one of the better guards, not just in the state, in the country.
Yes.
Trey Foster, another valuable resource there in that backcourt, as well as Contravious Johnson.
He'll get it to Promise on the inside. He'll get fouled. Gwen will have 5 fouls. He'll foul out. He has played a tough game, and he is easily giving up 75 pounds on the man he's defending. But he has played a tough game tonight, but he will foul out. He'll foul out. He'll have 6 points on the night. And trust me, they were 6 hard points, too.
Yeah. And he used those fouls. I mean, these guys are playing against top-tier players, so it's always easy to sit back and say, man, well, you know, they're letting that guy dunk too much. That guy's doing too much inside. It's easy to play armchair player when you're not out there doing it. But you get some of those fouls for a reason. You know, I'm not saying you're head hunting out there, but you make players work for it.
Exactly. I like that Morris Williams taking it to him. He'll pick up the foul and go to the line and shoot 2. .50 seconds to go. It'll rattle around and fall on in for Morris.
Elijah Weaver checks back in.
Elijah Weaver check back in the game. Weaver has been uncharacteristically quiet. Unless I've mistakenly given some of his points to, oh my goodness. You know, the wire on the goal is still shaking.
Get on it, camera. You're not doubling. Get on it, man. Say, Morris, get on it.
Robert Hardy will dribble it around. They'll move it around. Enos will commit the foul. First free throw is good. Jose Romero. Jose will get into the books. Another rebound.
So more free throw practice coming here. As you hear Coach Anderson lobbying for the fact that he felt like his big man Ogbu got a lot of fouls against him that weren't called. Or was fouled a lot and didn't have those calls. And
Enos with the follow. Elijah put it on a dribbling display. Elijah's showing that he's been to dribbling camp. He'll knock down the first free throw. 9 seconds to go in the ball game.
Talked about some of the offers for his backcourt running mates in DJ Mitchell and Akil Shakur, but Weaver, 4-star guard, he's got offers from Boston College, UConn, Florida International, Florida, Louisville, Miami, USC, Villanova, University of Central Florida, and South Florida, just to name a few.
And you know, whoever gets this kid, they will be smiling. There was some coaches in that coach's office will be seriously smiling. Whoever picks this kid up. Just under 6 seconds to go in the ball game. I guess you could halfway count that as rebound number 21 for Ogbu, but you got to give him this shot attempt too. That'll be the ball game. 71-57, Oldsmar Christian on top of Covenant Christian here at Holiday Hoopsgiving.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.